Good day, everybody. I'm Dale Pinkert. I'm the anchor of FXStreet's Live Analysis Room, one of the many shows on the new FX Video Network. Yohei Elam launched his segment yesterday, so you guys could catch some European sessions there. I wanted to start off looking at the gold, and although it was an impressive rally last week, still to me looks like there could be another shot to the downside coming in under 1050. A big break in the S&Ps. I wasn't expecting this type of opening, especially the way we closed yesterday. I think Alien may have been. And notice a tweet by Alien buying the pound here. 350 is a line in the sand for him there. How's everyone doing today? How is everyone? I see Khalid in here and Alien, Abel, Fab, UK Swingers back, Raphael, Fame. How's everyone doing today? I'm going to be interviewing Jason Sen. Jason's a very well-known, hi veteran, a very well-known day trader. So for those of you that day trade, I'm going to ask Jason some key questions, see what kind of time frames and methods he uses for day trading. Dollar continues to the upside here. EG beginning to diverge down here at the 72 level. I know that a lot of people are calling this a flag. Very well could be. And the yen with the market weakness is coming off, but to me, at least right now, this may have been ABC for A and ABC for B, which could still imply another move up in US dollar yen. Those are some of my thoughts coming into today's session. Hello, Michael. Are you new here to LAR, Michael? It's not Mike, right? So it's Michael. Welcome, Mike. Everyone, welcome our new handle, Mike. I believe you're a new handle. Welcome to LAR. Hi, Alien. Why don't you show our new handle, how we communicate in here? Saw your Canadian tweet. Maybe we could start there. Hello, Beans. Welcome back. Raphael, how are you? Veteran. Okay, welcome to our community. Which one? Which one? I think it'll be the S&Ps, but maybe not till tomorrow or the next day. Hello, Ali. How are you? Which one do you think is going to reverse? The dollar? You must believe that if you're buying the pound. How are you, Khalid? Fab, how's it going? There's Alien's look. He tweeted this, caught it in my stream. Potential top in Canada here to correct this big move we had since the Fed. Everyone thank Gabe. Look. Okay, got it. Hello, Abel. Everyone thank Alien for his look in USD CAD. What do you got, veteran? Begin. Okay. Yeah, I kind of favor this scenario down here, which still is a higher low, and then we get another rally. So right around the 19.5 level. Everyone thank Veteran for his 30-minute look on US dollar yen. Nice look, Veteran. Everyone thank Veteran for that. Everyone thank Alien and Veteran for their contributions. Because off this, let's just look at some fibs for you, Veteran. Friday's low. Yesterday's highs. We're about halfway back. 76.4 is 1940. Right there. Hi, Zig. We'll follow the yellow brick road. Ziggy's following the yellow brick road. Oh my. There's a cool tweet by Ziggy. Should put my face on the lion. Hi, Jax. Next time, put my face on the cowardly lion. What do you think, Zig? I'll be Bert Lahr on this one. Yeah, I think you're right. 1910. I should have listened to you. Okay. There's Alien's projected path in the S&P is breaking this channel here. So I actually think we're going to do this and then do that up here. You have from here, you have something like this. We'll see. Okay. Hello, Stuart. How are you? Hi, Ricardo. Stuart, where are you on the Dow now? It'd be great to see Swazika's work. Everyone, welcome back, Swazika. You must have a day off. Everything's possible, huh? $184.5, 84.25. Got a 4-hour look from Veteran. He's getting long term now. Thank Veteran. Okay. Probably right. Oh, it's warm in here. How much of a bounce? Back to 17,000? Okay. Everyone think Swazika's buying the pound, so both Alien and Swazika are buying the pound. That would be the case. We are diverging on the euro here. 520 on the pound. Okay. I think euro's going to have trouble between 12.5 and 113. The euro could rally back to 1250 to 113. So there could be 100 to 150 pips. You have any charts to share? Any charts to share? You know how a picture speaks 1,000 words, Stuart. Maybe you could show us your looks. We have the oil market lower. Still looking like an ABC here in oil. Gold's trying to hold. Thank you, Stuart. Thank you, Ricardo. So Ricardo's looking for some kind of pop too. Oh, down to 1040. It's a wild path. Then back to 115. Complicated. We get a little bounce here. 1120, 1150. Thank you, Ricardo. That's a daily look on Euro USD by Rick. Thank you, Rick. Everyone doing all right? Aussie yen taking a pounding. There's Aliens Roadmap and pound dollar. Oh no, this is Aussie. Yeah, I think you're right. There's the Aussie from 4-hour Aussie from Alien. There's Ricardo on the pound. Ricardo's more bearish, right on a trend line. Thank you, Rick. That's what makes markets, different views. I want to thank Ricardo for his pound look. $96.40, okay. Everyone doing okay? Besides me? Aussie yen breaking down. This still could be A, B, and then get one more rally in Aussie yen from maybe the 84 level. So, Michael, as you can see, we share our work here. I don't hold myself out to be the trading messiah. We have a lot of very good technical traders in here, tacticians, analysts. So the way to participate is to have some type of screenshot software and show the pictures. So it's always good to see Swazika in here, isn't it? Thank you, Stuart. Haven't seen your charts in a month or so. Looks like you use the same thing Rick does. Okay. So it leads to rally back to 5.5, and then we'll decide. I'm kind of thinking this. Everyone thank Swazika for his, I believe, 1 hour look in pound dollar. Looking for 413 to 370 to hold, and then a rally back to 40, and putting money on it. So that's a live trade for Swazika and Alien. Everyone thanks Swazika. Nostrobia. Nostrobia, Swazika. Khalid, what are you stalking? Europe's getting hammered. S&P's opening 32 lower. Okay, so we have people on the opposite side. Rick Short looking for 3.5 down here. Where are your stops on your longs, Stewart and Alien? We know what your targets are, how you managing it. Okay. Couple of different counts. I really don't care which way it goes. Thank you, Aileen. So this is right around veteran support level. He had 1940. So that's going to be an important place for it to hold to get this rally back to 22. There is an old Wall Street expression: sell on Rosh Hashanah, buy on Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur is tomorrow. I don't know how well it worked because we had a pretty good rally after the sell on Rosh Hashanah. But buy on Yom Kippur is tomorrow. It's the highest holy day of the Jewish faith, the Day of Atonement. Thank you, Alien. Okay, thank you. Thank you, guys. How you doing today, UK? Jax, what are you up to, buddy? The lead, what are you looking at? The lead's gone. Hi, John. Hi, Fame. Hi, Abel. There's Khalid. Everyone doing okay? About 4 minutes for Wall Street to open. Going to be a bloodbath on the opening. S&P's down over 30. So both veteran and alien have identified yen support at the 1930, 1940 level. Remember, don't expect perfection at the crap table. Piece yourself into positions, piece yourself out. That way you're not in an all or none situation, all or none. Okay, and what's the meaning of that holiday? Does it have anything to do with the Raj, I believe it's called, in Saudi Arabia? The Hajj? Anything to do with the Hajj? I know that's happening now. Millions gather in Saudi Arabia and Mecca. Thank you, Swazika. Okay, so you're looking for a pretty good bounce. Back to where we were Friday or yesterday. What is this? Oh, it's a 1 hour. Okay. So not much of a rally. This is pretty deep. We're almost to the flash crash low here. Almost looks like you should have one more of these. Can't you have this from here? Maybe I'm just wishing. Thank you, Sozika. How about your Dow look? You have a Dow or S&P look? Daily? Daily Dow. What's this? Everyone thanks Wazika. Isn't this the same? That's what you just sent me, I think. Send it twice. You know, if I miss the crash, I miss it. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I don't think the low's in place. I just don't think that, I think there's going to be one more rally before they take it out. Yeah, this is the same thing. Thank you, Stuart. I still think the S&Ps can trade 2040, 2050. Everyone thanks Wozika for his looks in the DAX. Thank Ricardo for his look on the pound and the euro. Thank Alien for his looks. Thank Vedran for his looks on the yen. Thank you, everyone, for your contributions today. Appreciate it. Yen's trying to turn here. Getting a little reversal candle here in the yen. Yeah. The yen looking negative. How about a break to 84 and then another rally? So Aussie yen looking negative. 80 coming, 61.8. I'm thinking between 84 and 83, then we get another one of these to take us back to 89, 88. But what do I know? Everyone thank Ricardo for his look. Thank you, Rick. Nice look, Rick. You know, I have a level there, Ali. That's a trend line off the low in euro on the daily. I have it coming in, I think, around 109. So here's a trend line off the low at 104. Comes in right at 109 in euro. So right around what you're talking about. See this? One touch, two touches. Thank you, Ricardo. You want me to call you on your Skype? So this is what we've been doing since the low in March. I can't get, this is not a bullish looking chart to me. I mean, can you find anything bullish about this chart? All we've done is correct in time, hardly in price. No, it doesn't look good to me. What's the bullish case on this daily euro? We have a confirmed low in March, which is not that bullish, right? Confirmed low in March on the daily. I don't know. I can't get real bullish euro anymore. Not till we take out 1460. There's nothing bullish about it. And I know people are still thinking 118, 122, maybe, but why not just break down from here? Why can't it just break down from here? Maybe make new lows into the Fed tightening in December or October. I don't know. All I know is that formation is not bullish to me. Okay. So how do we trade that? How do we trade that, Maury? Buy the dollar or sell the dollar? Okay. Thank you, Mauricio. Everyone thank Mauricio for his views. Yen's turning. Yen turning up pretty good. Nice reversal candle. US dollar yen turning up. There goes the pound. Dollar still strong. Everyone doing okay? Hello, KL. Welcome back. Khalid, are you around, buddy? DK, what are you thinking here? Euro making new lows, pound making new lows. There's nothing that isn't risky in the FX arena. There's no such thing as a safe trade, only a managed risk. Everyone doing okay? What you up to, buddy? Everyone congratulate Rick. It sure is. I'm going to take a quick break for a couple of minutes. Stand by. You could keep collaborating while I step away with my commodity kidneys. Okay, I'll be back in less than 5 minutes, my trading warrior brothers and sisters. Thank you for all your shares today. Okay, I'm back. Everyone okay? Yen's still trying to push here. Yes, great trade, Ricardo. Tim's in the house. Everyone welcome Tim to our community. Welcome, Tim. How about a LAR welcome for Tim? How'd you hear about us, Tim? So, Tim, if you scroll back, okay, from Blake, good morning. Good morning, Fame. So what we do in here, Tim, is we share screenshots. We communicate our market ideas through charts like this. Here's one from Ricardo. Just so you know, if you want to participate, we do it with screenshots. Okay. Stuff like this. Rick's look here. And the Aussie yen. There's a look on the DAX from Swazika. So this is how we share our beliefs of market directions with each other. So feel free to contribute. Didn't mean to do that. Feel free to contribute. Here's another shot. Oh yeah, this was Ricardo looking for 53.5 and pound dollar. We have some very good technicians in our community. Very good technical analysts here. Jax is long Euro Swiss. Here's his look. Bottom pick. Jax is a little bit more short term. This is what, a 5-minute chart, buddy? 1 hour chart. Okay. Buying it here, looking for a recovery to 1094. Everyone thank Jax for his look at Euro Swiss. Thank you, Jax. Appreciate you sharing your ideas here every day. Everyone thank Jax on his Euro Swiss look. Thank you, Jax. I agree with you. Maybe a rally back to 12. Got some kind of reflex rally. Okay, so your long-term trend line comes in at 110. Mine comes in at 109. Is this trend line, Rick, off the 104 low? Ricardo? Is this trend line right here off the 104 low going back to the spring? Because mine comes in around, yeah, right around 109 on that trend line. But looking for under 110. Thank you, Rick. I was just curious where you anchored that trend line. If you anchored it at the March low or not, because our lines come in at different levels. Everyone thank Rick. Thank you, buddy. What's FIBO expect? A 50% target at 1950 right here. Okay. Thank you, Bedrin. So, Rick, was that trend line anchored from the March low on the Euro chart you just posted? Stand by for Jason in about 20 minutes. Okay, see you, Alien. Enjoy your holiday. See you Friday or Thursday. Thank you for your contributions. Everyone thank Alien for his contributions today and every day that he's here. Hello, Raphael. How are you today? John, you have a look for us? KL, how about you? What are you looking at? Khalid, KL. Euro pound trying to turn, but still think we could go to 71 in Euro pound. Crude still under pressure. Crude's trying to hold the 44.5. What are you thinking in the crude, Ali? Still looking like a descending triangle. Let me adjust the line here. There's a new look on the 4-hour crude. Significant support, 43.87. Significant resistance, about 47.5. Here's Veteran's look at the guppy. Getting pretty bullish here in the guppy. Time frame, 4-hour. Down to here. Everyone thank Veteran for his 4-hour guppy look. Oh, hi, David. How are you? Thank you, David. Here's Ricardo's bear flag look again. Okay, so it is from the 104.5 level. Okay, we have the same line here. We should go to one. We should take this out. Next support around 109. This is the look I'm going with. Thank you, Ricardo. I agree with Ricardo, and I think we're going to break down and take out the 104.5 low. May not go to parity, but maybe at least 102. Waiting for consumer confidence here. Everyone doing okay? We're about 15 minutes away from Jason Sen. Stand by for Jason. He wins awards on FXStreet all the time. Has a lot of big institutional clients, and he is a day trader. And I know we have several in here that like to do that. Ricardo nailed this Aussie here. Maybe we get a bounce in Aussie. I'm thinking 1040 gold. Short at 46. You're amazing to be able to play this with a 10 pip stop. Let me go to something short term, the 15-minute crude chart. Oh yeah, here's one, here's two. Maybe we get a third drive for Ali. This is a 15-minute crude chart. If we fail from here, this is drive one. This is drive two. Maybe Ali gets his break to under 45.40. Would that be your target, around 45.20? Ali, there's your 15-minute crude chart with two drives. I want to thank Ali for providing a live call. So you stopped out. Pretty tight stop. It's still alive. Okay, how did that affect things? Eurozone, people aren't too confident in Europe. Limited impact on the euro. Okay, thank you for your transparency. Here's David's look on the euro. Thank you, David, in advance. David short here. 1, 2, 3 here. I want to thank David for his 1 hour look in Euro USD. Thank you, David. Thank you, David. Excuse me. I want to thank Ali. "12 minutes" for Jason Sen. Gold shares are acting kind of resilient compared to the gold here. I'm tweeting him, Mauricio. Done what? Oh, you have him? Okay, I just tweeted him. Okay. I tweeted him too. Okay. Thank you. Everyone doing okay in the room? I still think we're going to head down here. I still think we head beneath 44.5 maybe. I don't have a high level of conviction. I don't know. It's in this tight little triangle. I'll give you an I don't know. Ali's going at it again. My bias is to the downside. It's a neutral right in the middle of a triangle. I'm thinking this might be A to B with a C to follow. Hello, Atif. We'll be back in a couple of days, Atif. Do you love Alien? $1908, 1900. That could be. Thank you, Rick, for your look on the S&P. Looking ugly. Thank you, Ricardo. Yeah, he's very good. He's long the pound. I think a little bit underwater. His veteran's look on the crude oil. It's a bearish look. Interesting. Getting a little wick up here. Thank you, veteran. Nice looking chart. Your charting's getting better. Strength. Everyone thank veteran for his look in the crude. Thank you, veteran. Stand by for Jason Sen at Day Trade Ideas. Still declining. Almost at Rick's target of 3.5. Everyone doing okay? Ali, Jax, Tim, Payne, Tab, Khalid, Wazika, KL, Abel, UK. Abel, John, Raphael. Yen's run into some problems there. Pound still melting. Euro doing nothing right. Yen still firm. $84.50 in the guppy. Almost there. Thank you, veteran. Stocks continue to be under pressure here. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? My name is Dale Pinkert. I'm the anchor here in FXStreet's live analysis room, where a community of chartists, technicians, analysts share their ideas every day. We're going to be speaking with Jason Sen. Ricardo Dinger's short pound looking for 3.5, 355. About 20 pips away from that target. Equities under pressure. Yen having some problems here. Euro doing nothing right. Of course, oversold, but not my classic divergence buy signal. We're still under 30 here. Does look like Euro pound is trying to come out of here. A lot of people describing this as a bull flag. on the daily. This kind of a flag right here at 72. So if day trading is your preferred cup of tea, we're going to be speaking to one of the best in a few minutes. Jason Sen, stand by. Nauseous, sick. Thank you, Ricardo. Everyone doing all right? Trying to line up hangout for Jason. Yen starting to fade again. Everyone doing okay? $45.85. Okay, so it's coming off. So we could still have this third drive down here. Got up to 640. Thank you, Ali. Pound Kiwi under pressure. EuroCAD under pressure. Euro yen still lower. Guppy still lower. Canada's still fighting to make one more high. Not that far away. Get this daily new high in Canada up here. Waiting for Jason. I hear he's almost here. Thank you, Ali. Ali's saying back under 45.80. Look out. This is WTI here. I hear a mic going. Is that you, Jason?
Hi, Dale. How are you, mate?
Hey, Jason. How are you, buddy?
Good, good. Thank you. Good to talk to you.
Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us today and staying up so late. What time is it there?
Not too late. It's just gone 10 o'clock. Oh, no, sorry, 9:30. Not too bad.
Oh, okay.
Still within my bedtime.
I'm usually in dreamland by then, but at that time of day. So I've described you as being just like your handle. You're a day trader, correct, Jason?
Correct, I am indeed.
Okay, so we do have a lot of people in our community that are day traders, and why not hear from the master today is the way I looked at it. So perhaps you could break down for us with a screen share. Do you know how to screen share? Here on the Hangout, you go up to the upper left-hand corner. So I guess the first question I would ask you, Jason, as a day trader, what time frames do you focus on?
Okay, so I do start all the way out with the monthly. I don't usually look too much further than that, and the weekly, but I'll only look at them once a week.
That's interesting.
And then I focus
biases or major support and resistance levels.
Yeah, you've got to look out that far. You know, sometimes there'll be a trend line that goes out for a few months, and if you didn't know it was there, you don't know where all the big boys might be getting in or out of the market. So it is worth a glance, you know, a couple of times a month, have a look at the monthly chart, just make sure there's not a big fib level or a trend line or a big moving average or whatever it is that you look at.
Smart. Okay, so you denote them on your chart, you write them down so you're aware if it gets to those areas and might conflict with what you're seeing on shorter term. So you use your telescope and then you drill down. What would you say you spend the majority of your time for initiating a position, and is the time frame different when managing a position?
Okay, well, I say that I focus on the daily and the 4-hour chart. I mean, my primary job is providing analysis for banks and brokers, so they aren't worried about what's going to happen minute to minute. You know, they're worried about what happened in the morning and the afternoon. So they're not looking for 5 or 10 pips on a trade, you know, they're looking for the sort of the 30, 40 pip movements. So for that reason, I'm focused really on the, as I say, the 4-hour and the daily. I will drill down to the hourly. I try not to look any more short term than that because I don't really want to, you know, I'm trying to avoid the noise, if you like. So, you know, if you're trading for, looking for a 50 pip profit, maybe with a 30 pip stop, I don't think you need to look any shorter term than the 1-hour chart.
Okay, I'm still not seeing the screen share, so you click that green arrow.
Let me do it.
And then you click the desktop you want to share.
Sure.
So did anything pop up for you today? We've had some continuation dollar strength. What pairs do you mainly focus on, and how many do you follow as a trader?
Okay, I only follow 4 pairs. I follow the Aussie dollar, the dollar yen, euro, euro versus the dollar, and cable. So I might glance at something else every now and then, but generally I really only follow those. That's because those are what are required by my clients, and I think 4 pairs is enough for me to be able to trade and make some money. I also do gold and then crude, and then I do a load of stock indices, which I really like. I do NASDAQ, Dow, S&P, then I do in Europe DAX, Eurostox, FTSE, and I do some fixed income stuff as well. I only 5 markets, but I would only ever trade like 4 or 5 really. I like I like to trade the currencies. I like to trade the indices. I like gold. Or I stay away from crude, to be honest. It doesn't work very well for me.
Okay, so here we are looking at the euro. Can you walk us through what Jason Sen is looking at for the next opportunity? Of course, the big opportunity was if you guessed right, you were long the euro, looking for the Fed not to act, but what a vicious decline from 61.8, almost 61.8 back on Friday to where we are here, breaking channel lines. What's your view on the euro from here?
Okay, well, yeah, the chart says it already, doesn't it? The 61.8, as you said, worked really nicely. We topped out just below there, and there was a good trend line up there. So anyone who follows me knows that that was my big selling opportunity. So I was quite happy with that. We've come down. We've now broken this lower trend line. The fibs and these fibs are now really irrelevant because we've come down below them. So it doesn't look too good in the short term, but you've got to be aware that on the long term, well, we've got the 100-day moving average, which I do like these moving averages. I do pay attention to them.
Okay, which are the ones you use? What do you use? 100 and what else? I see 3.
I just use the simple moving average. I use the 100, 200, and I also use the 55 period. That's all I do. Keeps it simple. Let me see now. I think the 100 moving average is around 111.15. So we've dipped below that, I think, today. But we've got some good support in the low 111 area anyway. So there's a bit of moving average support there. There's a 50% fib I've got on the daily chart, which you can't see here. But obviously the 4-hour chart doesn't look too good. But I'm noticing we're getting a little bit oversold. Basically, the euro is just in one big sideways move from what I can see from at least May. So, you know, we're getting a few days up. We might get a few days down, but there really isn't any direction to this at all. So it really is just a case of trading the levels and just trying to take some money out. I don't see, if you said to me, where will this be in 2 weeks' time, I honestly wouldn't have a clue. It really is a short-term trading market from what I can see.
Yeah, when I look at the daily, to me it doesn't look like a bottoming formation. It's more or less been marking time from the 104 low in March, and it's been more of a time correction than a price correction, even though we got to 117 on that squeeze. Looking the same to you?
Yeah, absolutely. This doesn't look like a bottoming pattern to me. It looks like one heck of a continuation pattern, as you say. If anything, I think the only relevant thing, trend line wise, that I can see is I've got I've joined up the low in April to the low in July for a lower trend line, and then I've joined up the high in May to the high in August for an upper trend line. That is a very, very gently upward sloping channel. But
can we see that? Does that come in around 109, 108, Jason?
I'll tell you what. Let me just
because mine's coming in, I believe, around the 109 level.
Okay, let me just try and show that to you. That would be helpful, wouldn't it? Okay, there you go. There's a daily chart. I'll try and expand it a little bit for you.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got probably a bit too many lines on this one.
Okay, so you didn't go to the March low. Why did you anchor it on the April low? I'm just curious.
I don't know. Just looks right to me. You know, sometimes I just go with what looks right to me. Can't explain sometimes.
Well, you do have 3
I play around with trend lines, and I've got 3 touches on it. Yeah, I think that's probably why it looks. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you lined up the March low and the April low.
Yeah.
Okay.
So really, yeah, you can see that there's a cluster of moving averages here. The 100, 255, they're all within about 100 pips of each other. So that's kind of the middle range, if you like, of that in between the trend lines. So yeah, down at the bottom here, we've got really around the 110.00 area. This trend line here, this is only a very short-term trend line. Really, it's only a month and a half long, but that one seems to have had the effect, the desired effect. As we rallied up, we hit that and obviously collapsed quite quickly from there.
It's kind of unusual for all these different moving averages to be converging like this, isn't it? And what do you think it implies?
No, I think it just tells you what's going on. That we're just going sideways. I mean, you can see that very clearly from the 55-day and the 100-day. We're doing the typical in and out overlapping, crossing in, crossing out that you see in a sideways moving market. The 200-day moving average has now come down, but 200-day moving average doesn't seem to be much of a factor at the moment. We're not. It's at times it's worked as support and resistance, but otherwise, but other times it hasn't at all. So I'm not paying too much attention to that one at the moment.
Okay.
Moving averages, as you don't pay too much attention to them when they're trading, when you're in a sideways moving market.
Okay, so I'm going to assume that you do pay attention to what you're using on the bottom. Is that a stochastic that you're using at the bottom?
Yeah, it's a slow stochastic.
How do you use it?
Yeah, I try not to pay too much attention. I try not to pay too much attention to it because it's such an easy, these sort of oscillators are just so easy to look at and quickly gauge, a decision on where the market might be going. If it's overbought, oh hey, it's overbought, we must be going, about to turn, or as you can see now, they're both pointing lower, so this is quite negative. But in the past, I focused too much on this and really based a lot of my trading decision on this stochastic. And I like it as a guide, but you really have to put it in the back of your head, take a glance, and just use it as part of the tools as one of the tools that you use, and not try and base a trade solely on the fact that the stochastic might be, for example, overbought or oversold, or it's pointing in a certain direction. Certainly, when you're a day-to-day trader, it can lead you the wrong way.
Okay, so you mentioned that you are trading gold. Ray Dalio took a huge position in gold before the last rally. We've had a nice rally due to the Fed doing nothing. To me, I'm conflicted about it. I still think that there's a chance for another low in the gold. What are your charts telling you? Gold right here.
Okay, gold is a bit of a favorite. I'll try and get this on the screen. It takes a couple of seconds to load it.
And then maybe we could go to stock
but
indexes.
I think there's a real good.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sure. I think there's a real good reason why some people are getting bullish about gold, and I certainly did myself. I made a lot of noise about the 1086 level. I'm going to have to show you that on a weekly chart.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. Sorry, takes a bit of time. Oh, hang on. I have to scrunch this one up too. Basically, the 1086 level is big. It's just a big fib level, really. But you can see why we've held so well. Okay,
is that what you're talking about in the July-August time frame? That was the 1080 level after we washed out under 1140?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you follow me on Twitter, or if my webinars and all the other stuff that I do, you'll know that I was making a big song and dance about this 1086 level before we got there. Very simply because it was I haven't got it on this chart, but if you take the low back in 1999 and the high in 2011, put some Fibonacci lines on there. This is why you have to look at long-term charts. It's a 50% retracement of that whole move, that whole rally over 12 years. So we've now retraced 50% of that move. It's around the 1086 level, and actually, if you look at the daily chart, we didn't really get a daily close below 1086. I think one day we closed at 1085, but we never saw a daily close below it. So that told me that this support level was really working, and lots of people were paying attention to it. So I don't know whether why these big guys took that as their reason to buy gold. I certainly thought it could potentially be a short-term bottom, and so far it certainly is holding. We've got this sort of slightly downward sloping wedge pattern here, so we're going to really have to break above there, and we're not doing that at the moment. We're going to have to get through at least 1150 for it to turn bullish. So at the moment it's really more of a sideways consolidation thing that we're seeing.
I'm curious, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised what was the 61, if the 50 gives, which was your 1080 level, 1084, where's the 61.8 come in on the retracement?
Yeah, that's quite a way down.
Are we talking about?
It's quite a way down, but I'm going to stick it.
I'm curious, because if the dollar has
it's a good question.
Maybe that's where we're going.
Yeah,
I bring you in as a day trader, and we're looking at weekly and monthly charts, right?
I know. But you got to be aware of this stuff. So, if you didn't know about that 1086 level, even as as a day trader, you'd be thinking, hey, I've got to be short this. We're in a negative trend,
right?
And that's what you've got to know. Okay, so there we go. That's as accurate as I can get it roughly. Okay, so Yeah, 1087 is the 50% fib, and as you can see on the monthly chart, we barely broke it really. We got to 1077. We certainly didn't close below it on a monthly basis. We don't think we even closed below 1086 on a daily closing basis. But at your question, 890, 891, 890 is the next big fib support on that yearly or monthly chart. If we
Yeah,
do break
I'm a
that.
little older than you. You know why 890 kind of rings a bell for me?
Oh
Do
yeah,
you remember 890 ever being an important high? Are you
I
too
do
young?
not.
Oh, you're too young. Okay, so
I'm not far behind you, Dale.
in 1980,
Oh yeah.
well, you're younger than me. In
Wow, really?
1980, if you go all the way back, in 1980, when the Russians
Yeah, you're
invaded
right.
Afghanistan, the mistake that we made, the high was 880, and that was the end of
Wow.
the bull market for 20 years. So just
Well,
some
I can see
interesting
see.
confluence around there. Can you go all the way back
Wow.
to?
Okay, that's brilliant.
Yeah. So I
Yeah, there
mean
you go. Look.
that high held for 20 years, man, more than 20 years.
Yeah. Wow. You got a great memory.
And it's 61.8. So I don't know about you, but I look for confluence, and to me that's a significant high that held for a long time. Peaked in 1980. There you go. There's that spike.
That's
That
very
was during
significant. And
yeah, that was during the Hunt silver squeeze when silver went to $50. So I just I
wow,
know you're a day trader. I thought I'd share a little history lesson with you.
that's brilliant. No,
There
I
it
mean, I
is.
totally agree with you. I look for confluence, and that's something I've not even spotted. I hadn't even gone back that far, so that's definitely something I'm going to remember if we keep going lower.
All right. Well, that's part of your free trial subscription to LAR. That 880 number, 890.
Excellent.
So
Right. I like it.
interesting look there. I don't know. It would probably take dollar 102 and a half, 110 for us to get there, and then all the crude bulls that are looking for 52.50 in the crude oil, and then the bears still saying we're going to print under 30. That would be kind of a deflationary environment, don't you think?
Sure. Sure.
So,
Definitely would.
so
Yeah.
then let's turn it. Go ahead. Sorry about
No. Yeah.
interrupting.
Sorry. Carry on. We're looking at indices now.
Yeah, sure. So, we had the flash crash in late August, which was very close to the low to when I was in the hospital a year ago in October, around 1830. And we've tried to recover here. So I'm curious what your look is in S&Ps. If you think that we're on the verge of taking out that flash crash low, or whether or not there could be one more bounce in the S&Ps before that happens. Obviously, pretty negative action after the Fed. People came in and bought the market, and we had that nasty reversal on Thursday that's been following through pretty good.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't look good at the moment. I'm short the S&P. I've been actually we've hit some quite interesting levels this week. So if my chart would just update, I can actually show you.
Okay, it'll come up.
It'll get there in the end. But even on the weekly chart, you can see I've got some very much longer term trend lines here, and you can see how we rocketed up, and we bottomed out just you can see just below that trend line. In fact, I should just squeeze that up a little bit. You see this trend line goes back here to just the end of 2011, so it's a fairly long term trend line, and you can see once we broke it, we plunged.
We're not seeing the chart yet, Jason.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Maybe you'll have to come off the screen share for a minute and then go back to it. That may be what's freezing.
Okay, hang on.
Okay, now we got it.
Okay. Oh, you got it. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So listen, the chart at the bottom here is the weekly one. And
Yeah.
you can even just see how the trend lines are working quite nicely on the weekly chart. If I scrunch this up a bit. So yeah, you can see we broke these important trend lines.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So are you looking for a fall to that, what is that, a 200-day down there around 1720? 17,
yeah.
I mean a 200-week. That's a 200-week moving average?
That's the 200-week moving average. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't rule that out. I being a short-term trader, I don't look that far ahead. I kind of look at it week to week. But certainly, look there, I've just thrown some fibs on there, taking that low from the end of 2011, and you can see how that 200-week moving average is tying in really nicely with that 38.2. So yeah, that's a real nice 1730, 1720 area. Obviously, that 200-week moving average will be a little bit higher by the time we get there. So we could be looking at 1730, 1725 as a really good target and a really good support level if we were to start breaking down through 1900.
Okay. And do you think that that's imminent, or could we get one more jiggle back to where you have some confluence on the wedge breaking down that we didn't get to Thursday, and some type of moving average looks like it comes in around 2050?
Yeah, that's right. We've got this trend line and moving average. I don't think we're going to see that level again. I think right now, we had, let me just show you this on the daily chart. We got, these fibs just worked really nicely. You can see the 61.8 here at 2018. So we managed a decent bounce up there. We hit it on that Fed decision on Thursday. We had a big spike up, sold off very heavily into the close. Everyone knows that that's a negative candle when you see that. Bang off the 61.8. So it did exactly what it should have done, really. If this is a continuation of or the start of a short-term bear trend at least, then it should have rejected 61.8, and we got really good confirmation with that candle. And of course, since then we've plunged. You can see I litter my screen with Fibonacci's, but these levels do work quite nicely on the way down. We're through there now. We're down here at the sort of 1925 area. I don't think that's a particularly strong support, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that break, and then we're heading towards the sort of 1900 area. So I've got a very small short position on, and I'm trying to run that.
Okay, so yeah, 1900 could be a support level to complete.
Yeah, I think we should.
And under 1900, there's big problems, and the August low should give way.
Exactly. Yeah, there's not an awful lot between 1900 and the August low, so yeah, it'll be tough to find some decent levels. And yeah, we could plunge again, and obviously then the August low is the big level to watch.
Okay, Jason, anything else you want to show us before we wrap it up? And if not, perhaps go to your blog or website so that people seeing your work and hearing you speak today would have the ability to follow through and stay in touch with your work. I know you don't train traders, do you?
Actually, I do now. I'm sort of responding to demand.
Okay.
People have asked me to train them, so I've written a course. It's about 100 pages, and I take people through, usually over a weekend, 5 hours on a Saturday, 5 hours on a Sunday. I basically try and teach everything, not just technical analysis, but I've been trading for nearly 30 years, so I try and, I've made every mistake in the book over and over again, and so I try to help people not make all the mistakes that I have made, and
what was your biggest mistake? What was your biggest mistake besides getting into the industry?
Because
I've seen you at a FX Anonymous meeting, so go ahead.
Yes. Wow, I've made so many mistakes over and over again. I can't even think about what the biggest one is, but I think probably the most important thing about trading is the second.
Averaging out.
No,
that was always my biggest mistake.
Yeah.
If I liked it here, I got to like it more here. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Yeah, I've managed to conquer that one at last, but that's true. Well, I was an options trader as well, so, when vol was going down, well, actually, I was never long vol. I was always short vol. That was one of my big mistakes, being short volatility into, I think it was the Russian bond default in '98. That one hurt.
Yeah, I know people. You can pick up nickels off the sidewalk forever, writing premium, and then all it takes is one of those moves to bankrupt you.
Yeah. That did me.
Premium, unhedged.
Yeah, that was certainly one of them.
You riverboat gambler, you, Jason. So you've been healed. You've been healed from that experience. How do you advise people to have the patience to ride positions to objectives and targets? I have this thing that I fall prey to. I call it first daylight syndrome, where you have some money made and you come out of the trade, and then all the easy money comes after you're out of the trade. How do you teach people to overcome that?
We all do that. I still do that. I think the only way you can really stop doing something like that is plan your trade properly before you execute it. You know, I find that I don't have any emotion in my trades finally at last because I planned everything before. I've got quite a good discipline in the fact that I'm forced to do all my analysis in the morning, which does take me 3 to 4 hours. But because my business is primarily providing analysis to banks and brokers, well, also retail traders. Um, you know, my responsibility to them is obviously to keep getting it as right as possible and provide the best levels that I can find. So I don't have positions on in the morning usually. So I'm completely level-headed, and I don't have any view, as it were, through my positions. So that works quite well. All the levels that I figure out and the trades that I want to do are done when I don't have any trades on, and then I plan the trades, and then once they're executed, I try to walk away and not watch them. Not get involved. If I watch the market moving, then I tend to get out way too soon. I also have got a trading partner who's excellent, Simon, and he takes over. It's good to have someone take over at times and just manage the trade when you're in it.
Yeah, 1 + 1 can equal 11, can't it? With the right combo.
Yeah, it can. With the right guy, yeah. He's good. He stops me running trades for too long, and he's good at trailing my stocks.
Yeah, then you're accountable. So yeah, you could turn to him and say, well, I'd like to cover here, and then someone says why, and then you say, well, I guess I don't really have a reason besides wanting to take profit. So. Yeah, that's true. Congratulations on finding a good partner. It's not easy to do.
Yeah, it's not easy. Just discussing the trade, actually, when you're thinking it through in your mind, you're probably not planning it as clearly as you should do. But when you're discussing the trades that you're going to do during the day, then that does clarify everything in your mind. And you do. It's good to be accountable. Plus, when I lose money, okay, if I lose a bit of money, it's not going to cause me not to sleep. But I'd feel terrible if I lose some money, in an account that I'm trading with someone else, so it's good to have that set up.
So you're more emotional with other people's money than your own.
Oh yeah, definitely. People are always saying, "Oh, hey, can you trade some money for me? Can you do?" And I really don't like taking friends' money. Although, very very recently, I've started to do that, so I'm building that side of things up.
Well, good luck on that, and just in case, start making new friends.
Yeah, exactly. Good advice, mate. That's why I ran to Thailand. They can't find me here.
Jason, it's been great talking to you, chatting with you. It's been a long time. Let's not let it go. As long as I have a gap, let's talk markets. Let's not have a gap in time like we've had. Thanks for reaching out to me on Twitter, saying you're interested in coming to talk to us again. And if you'd like now to show your website and mention your Twitter handle and how people could follow your work, this would be the time for it.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'll try and get my website up on the screen. It's daytradeideas.co.uk, which I'll try and put up here. My Twitter handle is @daytradesignals. I post loads of free trade signals on there. In fact, if you followed me in the last week, I think you'd have done quite well. So certainly follow me on Twitter if you want some free trade signals and some free trades. My website should be just loading any second now, daytradeideas.co.uk. And basically, as I say, my core business is providing a subscription so people can subscribe to up to 20-25 markets for only £50 a month, and I provide a full analysis with trade signals and everything on indices, forex pairs, commodities, fixed income, lots of different stuff. It's all done by me, would you believe?
Well, a true sign of a veteran who is a day trader that looks at monthly charts. Very unique perspective for someone to do that. Most day traders I know, a daily's very macro for them. So they're always looking at 5 and 15-minute charts. So there's a good tip. If you're a day trader, do not ignore the big picture, because what's happening on the big picture could come into play on a shorter-term time frame, and you want to be aware of it.
Yeah, most definitely.
So, Jason, good hunting. Summer ends tomorrow. I wish you a great fall trading season. I hope pips rain down on you and everyone you're associated with, my friend.
Cheers, Dale. Thanks very much. It's been great to chat to you again.
Good hunting, Jason.
Thank you. Talk to you soon.
Jason Sen at Day Trade Signals. Everyone thank Jason for his time. Everyone enjoy Jason? A nice call, Ali, on the crude. Crude's holding previous lows here. If you enjoyed Jason Sen, give me a Y. Give me a Y if you enjoyed him. Cheers, Wazika. Hi, Luimo. Nice call on the short. Ali, everyone congratulations. Got stopped out once and recommitted on it and made some nice pips. Congrats, Ali, on your crude trading. Sign of a pro to be stopped out and then recommit. Most people have a very hard time doing that. Everyone congratulate Ali. Give me a Y if you have a hard time of when you're stopped out of a trade, going back into the same trade the same day. I know that's a very difficult thing for most people. So that's a sign of a pro. That's a sign of a pro. Ali's a pro. I've seen others do that in here. So I want to begin to thank everyone for their contributions today. Hi, Luimo. I want to thank KL and Swazika. It was great having Swazika drop in today, wasn't it? Give me a Y if everyone was happy to see Swazika drop in here today. Tim, welcome to our community. Hope that we add value to your trading experience at FXStreet. Ricardo, as always, thanks for your looks. John573, thanks for hanging out with us today. Jax, thank you for your charts, your work. Alien, he's gone. I'll thank him anyway. Fab, Khalid, thank you. Abel, thank you. UK Swing Trader, thank you. Raphael. So here's my wrap up, everybody. We'll start off with Euro USD. Euro USD breaking this trend line here from the Draghi low, looking for support at lower levels, down around the 110 level. Dollar still looks okay to me. Eventually, we may be testing this 109 major trend line from the low of the move in April. Pound has to make a stand here around 3.5. US dollar yen, not as weak as euro, not as weak as the pound. Still thinking that there's potential maybe after 40 of another run over 121. Euro pound, I think that's about it. Perhaps we have a turn happening here in euro pound. Nice reversal after trying to break down. We could be on our way to 75.5, 76. USD CAD, still looking for that new high. We're almost there. And taking a look at, besides the crude, which I think could have some problems here. 15-minute trade. There's your 1 hour. That we still could be on our way to 44.5 or lower. I'm looking at this as being A, this being B, and a C that could take us back down to the, we have a descending triangle on the daily. Here's a 4 hour. So significant support coming in a little under 44. We get under 44, I think we could challenge a 40 level again. And that's going to be a wrap for me, everybody. I want to thank everyone for their contributions. If LAR is benefiting you, consider establishing an account with FX Pro. Good hunting the rest of the day. So remember, don't just count your pips, count your blessings. And I'll see everyone tomorrow.